Okay, so that was the first part of the video, and now I am going to ask David some questions, which he will hopefully answer honestly, about just stuff about us, our relationship, my lap band, and yeah, okay. So the first question is, what changes have you noticed in me since I have had a lap band?
Well, you've lost weight.
Yes.
There's been a lot of changes. I mean, you're a lot happier. You both just in general, like your general outlook in life is more positive. You're also happier with yourself, with the way that you look. Like there's noticeable decline in the number of times that you ask me if you look okay before we go somewhere.
How often?
Sometimes you don't even ask me at all, so that's like great.
How often do I cry when I get dressed now?
0 times.
Yeah, I can't. I used to cry all the time.
I've never seen.
I used to cry all the time when I get dressed.
You usually don't change your clothes either. Like before, it was like, oh, we're going out. Okay, let me put something on. Okay, let me put something else on. Okay, let me put something, like, repeat until I just kick her into the car with whatever she happens to have on at the time. But you don't really do that anymore. It's more like, let's go get dressed, and you disappear in your room, and then you come out. Done. Like,
okay. So, is there anything other changes that you noticed in me?
I mean, you're happier. You have more confidence. I feel like less anxious when you go out places. Like,
yeah.
You're not like, oh, I'm the fattest one here. All these people think that I'm whatever. Like, you just are a normal person when you go out, and like that's great.
Do I have any like new interests or things like that I do? Or
Exercising. I mean, you like love exercising now.
Yeah, that's true.
I said before, like, that you're never going to be one of those people that loves exercising or loves running or whatever, but now you're like exercising 100 hours a week and.
No, I don't exercise 100 hours.
Probably like 10 at least.
Okay. Have you noticed any changes in yourself since my lap band?
I mean, not like a lot. I mean, I'm happier too, but there are other life factors that could have contributed to that.
What specifically since my surgery?
Specifically since your surgery, I've lost weight also, approximately 30 pounds since surgery, which is not quite as impressive as you, but
I think it's pretty impressive. You don't have a lap band.
I pretty much do have a lap band.
Who's your lap band?
You are my lap band.
Who's your lap band? Sorry.
I think that I'm happier because she's happier, and I'm, I don't know, I make more better food choices and
you do.
Things like that, like
remarkably better.
I'm still not eating great.
You eat very well.
No, I mean, if we go to a restaurant and they have a burger with an egg on it, I'm still going to get it.
A burger with an egg on it?
Yeah.
Or
anything with an egg on it, I'm going to get it. But if they don't, then, maybe I'll get a relatively healthy looking thing,
Okay. What changes in our relationship have you noticed since the lap band?
I think our relationship is a lot better than it used to be. I mean, we both were pretty down on ourselves last year, and since this whole year actually has been pretty great.
Yeah,
we're both
2003 or 13.
13.
Pretty great.
We're both happier, and we're both more attracted to each other, and
yes.
I think there's an increase in togetherness, I would say, because we do a lot of things together now that are like new things, like, oh, I'm gonna do Couch to 5K, you should do it too, and now we're doing it together, and now we like on Sundays or whatever day we feel like it, we go run sometimes, like together at the gym, together we go outside to the park and we run, and it's like, it's been sort of this whole thing we've been doing together, and it's increased
Yeah.
improved our relationship.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think that, I don't know, there has been a marked increase in intimacy, I think.
Yes,
Both
definitely.
physical, emotional, mental, conversational, environmental,
Yeah,
etc.
I guess I didn't realize it. I guess I will be more explicit than David is. I didn't realize, while I knew I was unhappy being 283 pounds or whatever, I didn't realize how much it affected my confidence because I'd always been told how confident people thought I was. And so I believed it. I thought, oh, I am confident for a big girl or for this, for that, all that shit. And so I didn't realize that I wasn't confident, and it affected, like, our sexual relationship. I didn't realize until after I had a lap band and I lost weight and I started to feel good about myself that not feeling good about myself before made me, like, not as likely to want to have sex. And I know that probably sounds awful. Like, I'm a 24-year-old person. Like, I'm young. I'm supposed to have, like, this, like, crazy sexual appetite. And I guess kind of now I do. But I didn't realize before that. It was so hindered by my lack of confidence in myself and my body. And I mean, like, that's not to say that I think I look like the sexiest person there ever was. But I look good to me, to myself, and so that makes me feel better. Let's see. I think another thing, I know I'm, like, interfering on your video or whatever. But something between us, I think that has changed is I feel a lot more support from you.
Yeah.
So that makes me, like, I don't want to say, like, it makes me love you more or something, anything like that. But I think, like, when I get things, I'm so much more likely to put them back out into the world, into our relationship. And so when I feel, like, all of the support that you give me, it makes me, like, want to be a better person in our relationship.
Yeah, I don't mean to sound bad, but I feel like I like you a lot more than I used to like you before.
Oh, I didn't like me before. I feel like one of the things, this is also not related to this video, that I can just see, like, such a big difference in is I'm so much more positive than I ever was before, just because I'm happier.
Yeah.
I feel like before I used to indulge in, like, just a lot of negative thoughts, a lot of negative self-talk, a lot of negativity in general, because it's what my brain did, because my brain was unhappy. And now that I'm happier, like, my thoughts are positive, I'm friendlier, I'm nicer to David, I'm nicer all around. And so I think that's probably helped the relationship too. Not that I'm not a bitch sometimes still, because I definitely still am.
Not to me.
But I think, overall I'm happier, and so that goes into every part of my life, like, not just our relationship. But okay, so what is your favorite thing that has happened or since the lap band, my lap band?
Favorite thing?
Yeah. About our life, about me, about you, about anything.
I don't know. I feel like all the things that we just talked about that have changed with our relationship are really great things. Like,
yeah, I think they're amazing.
Increase in every positive category across our whole life. That's my favorite thing,
Yeah. Okay. What is your least favorite thing?
Having to work out all the time.
Yeah.
No, I mean, not that I don't like working out.
Well, you don't. It's not something you, like, look forward to, right?
It's not that I don't enjoy it, it's just that I would rather not do it than do it. Like, when I'm doing it, it's fun. Like, I'm like, oh, this is alright, I like doing this. If, I used to enjoy running when I was younger. I'll probably still enjoy running once I get good at it
Yeah,
again.
definitely. That will help a lot.
But
Once
it's
you
still,
get in better shape, you enjoy doing it.
yeah, and I do enjoy that. From that, I have lost more weight and my clothes fit better. And, you know, I mean, we bought like this shirt. I think we bought when I was fat before, and I was going to lose weight, but I never did. So it just kind of like, you know, fit me like that for a while. But
Well, you didn't buy any new clothes. All your clothes just fit you better
yeah,
now, right?
basically, yeah.
They just fit you like they always were supposed to.
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty good part of it. I like that part of it. I think we were talking about what I don't like.
Yeah, what you don't like.
I don't know.
What do you miss?
It's fast food.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I mean, I think that's an interesting thing that's changed too, is like, in the beginning, when the beginning of the year, when it was fresh, you were like super gung-ho about everything. Like, I'm never touching a potato again in my life.
I've touched a potato.
Yeah, one or two. And I was like really not happy with that as a possibility for my future. Like, I love McDonald's also. I love Wendy's also. I love Taco Bell also. I love every fast food restaurant. It is great. But I was not really happy with giving that up. Like, I was having like the freak out, oh my god, I'm never going to eat McDonald's again. What the hell is, she can't get this thing. It wasn't even my life. It was her life, you know. But I don't really feel that way anymore. Like, yeah, it would be nice if I could eat it every once in a while, but it's not like I ever crave going to McDonald's again. Like, you know, sometimes I crave a certain variety of sandwich, like a hamburger or something like that.
You crave soda sometimes.
Sometimes I crave soda. That's true. Sometimes I crave Chipotle. Sometimes I...
Well, we eat Chipotle.
Yeah, but, you know...
I eat Chipotle.
Yeah. The really, like, bad stuff, I find that I don't even, like, crave. Like, I miss it. I miss the idea of being able to, like, I think some part of me, the moderate part of me, thinks that it's ridiculous that I'm never allowed to eat somewhere again. Like, that's bullshit. I can do it moderately. I'm an adult, whatever. But
I can't.
Yeah, and that's fine. I support that. And I just don't really care that much. Like,
yeah.
I miss it.
Well, I think before we made food, like, our relationship, like, the year prior to the lap band, any entertainment that we did at all, any date we did, anything was food.
Chinese food coma.
Chinese food, let's eat, like, a freaking Chinese food for 5 people. Let's go out to eat, like, every night of the week.
Yeah.
Let's go out to eat every meal of the weekend. That's what we did for entertainment. Like, that's what, like, food was making us happy when I wasn't happy with myself, when David wasn't happy, like, with the way his career was going last year, like, just awful shit, you know? And so I think that a big part of it is us, like, rediscovering that we have interests. We like to do things other than eat food.
Yeah.
I think also a lot of it is, like, you know, David's always been a thin person, and so you might look at him and think that he didn't have a problem eating, or he didn't have a problem with overeating, or with eating bad foods. It was bad. Did I gain more weight than he did? Yeah, but it was bad for him, too. It was just bad.
Thanks.
No, for both of us.
Yeah,
Our entertainment only revolved around food and alcohol.
Yeah. Mostly food.
Yeah, you know. But, and so I think that's something that's nice, is, like, us rediscovering the things we like about each other, the things that we like to do, us being more active with our dog, like, things like that. I guess just stuff we didn't realize that we had stopped doing because we had such an unhealthy relationship with food. It wasn't just mine. I think that a lot of times when you're in... you know, we're not married yet, but we've been in a very long-term relationship. Like, we just had our 8th anniversary.
Yeah.
And we are one, you know, so anything that I did, he did too. If he wanted to eat something, I ate it too. If I had a craving for something, we went and he ate it too. So, yeah, so just... realizing that food did not control our lives anymore, or our lives did not revolve around food, it opens up a whole new world, people. A whole new world.
Yeah.
So do you have any advice to any significant other of someone who's going to have weight loss surgery? Any general advice? We need to, it's like we're at 30 minutes, so.
Yeah. Be supportive of your person who's getting lap bands or weight loss surgery or whatever they're getting. And
how do you be supportive?
You have to do things to support them. I mean, if they are going through something, then you need to be there for them as much as you can and do the things that they're going through also. Like, obviously I can't get lap band surgery. I mean, I could, I guess, but I didn't get lap band surgery when she got lap band surgery. But when she, afterwards, when she changed her lifestyle to be more active, to be more eating better food or better quantities or whatever, I was also doing the same kind of thing, like if you are supportive of your spouse or whomever wants to get a lap band by allowing them to get one and allowing. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's what it is. Like, if you say, "Oh, I want to get a lap band," and I say, "Okay, I support that by allowing you to get that, but I'm not going to do anything else,"
That sounds bad when you say allowing.
It is bad. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't. You're not doing anything. You're just saying that's basically what you're doing. Is all you're doing is allowing them to do it. Like, that's like the least useful type of support you can have is just saying
that's not true. Saying I support you getting it is better than saying I don't support you getting it.
That's true. I mean, that is true. Definitely. But if you are, that's something that you want your parents to say, not, the person that you share your life with.
Well, I think that for some people, the starting off point would be saying, I support you getting this. And then if that's all they can find at that point, by way of support, then that's a starting place.
Definitely.
But beyond that...
Yes. Beyond that...
might be something that have to work towards supporting. So what would this support look like in the beyond that?
I don't know, doing stuff. Changing your life also. Embracing the lifestyle of weight loss surgery. I mean...
or of being healthy person.
Or, that's what I mean.
You're not going to go around eating a cup of food.
Right. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like the essence of weight loss surgery is being healthier, and that's sort of what you need to embrace. If you're, I'm sorry that you got lap band surgery, but I didn't, so I'm going to eat a whole pizza. Like, that's not good. You can't do that.
Okay. So, do you have any other comments? About, I have a comment. Here, my back is hurting, so I don't want to cover your face up. But earlier when David was saying, how now we are both more attracted to each other. Obviously I've had larger weight loss than he has had, and obviously when he weighed 30 pounds more, I was still very attracted to him, as I believe when I weighed 283 pounds, David was still attracted to me.
I was.
However, as you lose weight and you become healthier and more confident and...
happy people are attractive.
Yeah, well, first of all, happy people are attractive. And whether you like it or not... no, I'm not going to say that. No, I am going to say it because it's true. Me thinner is more attractive to me. Me losing weight, my thinner body, my size 14 pants, I look more attractive to myself, and therefore, naturally, I am more attractive to David. And I think that something that I was able to realize early on was that it's only natural for your partner to think that you're more attractive the more weight you lose. And I think that a lot of people, especially someone who's been in a relationship where, you're the heavier person and the other person is like a lot thinner than you, it made you feel insecure and you always wanted to be the same weight as them. Or maybe you thought that if you fell in love with them or they fell in love with you when you were heavy, that maybe that's what they wanted you to look like. Maybe that's what they preferred and you felt guilty about losing weight. Or after you lose weight and they tell you that, you know, maybe they are more attracted to you, that you feel like they were lying to you before when they said they were attracted to you when you were heavy. And I think either one of those scenarios is something that's not healthy to think about. I think that you need to let all of those thoughts out of your head, because regardless of if they, what could have, should have, would have been, it just matters like what you are now, and if you're happy now, and if you feel attractive now, and if you are more attractive now, then embrace it, because that's the goal. Like, the goal is to lose the weight, to get healthy, and to feel good about yourself. And try not to, like, let all the other stuff, like, try not to get caught up in it. Because it can be hard. I know, well, I feel like a lot of times maybe men don't want to, like, say things about how much more attractive you might look now that you're thinner, because it can sound offensive, especially for us women. We're very sensitive. Not to mention our hormones are, like, crazy right now when we're losing weight, and they don't know, there's no roadmap for how to approach us, and every one of us is different. And one woman might say, or one woman might respond to someone saying that they look really hot today. It's like, oh, I didn't look hot before. And the other one might be like, oh, you know it, you know, so you don't know. And so I think sometimes, like, we as weight loss surgery patients, as weight loss people, need to give our partners a break, and to, if we're having, like, mental problems, like, with being thinner and being more attractive, that's stuff we need to work on by ourselves, and not, like, make them sound or think that they're mean for doing that. Do you have any comments on that?
I mean, that's definitely something that I thought about for a long time. Like, you know, you've been doing this for 22 weeks or 23 weeks or whatever now, and
yeah,
it's definitely something that, like, you know, I find myself more attracted to you now than I was 26 weeks ago, or, you know, whatever.
We have 1 minute, because I'm not going to let this go beyond, so just let you know.
Okay, so, like, I can't even say anything.
Yes, you can, go.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
I have speaker's block. But that was something that I had considered. Like, I'm definitely way more attracted now to you because of, I mean, the way that you look, definitely, but mostly because of the happiness and the confidence and everything else about your life. But, like, how do I say that? Like, if I say, oh, you're way more pretty than you used to be, like, that sounds so crappy. Like, there's no good way of saying that. And at the same time, I don't want to say, like, oh, I'm really attracted to you right now, because it kind of sounds like, oh, well, you weren't before? Or, like, before you used to say that, were you lying at the time? Like, no, I was never lying when I said that. I meant it before just as much as I mean it when I say it now. But I feel like I want to have sex with you more often than I used to. Like, I mean, I guess that's a good way of saying it. Like, that's very blunt,
and that's okay.
You know, like,
it's okay, because I want to have sex more often than I used to want to.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Okay, well, this is the end of our video, and I'm sorry that it went there at the end. I'm going to split it into two, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Bye!